just want it. I want it so freaking bad. And that is the only way that I can really describe it. And I know some of you, and quite a lot of you actually, relate to just wanting something so bad. What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me again. If you are new here, then my name is Mariah, and for the last 16 months I have been on a journey to conceive rainbow baby number 1 with my husband Jeremy. As always, if you're a returning member of the tribe, then I thank you ladies for continuing to come back. So we are back again at 12 DPO to take another test. Oh my gosh guys, my hopes for this cycle have been unusually high. Like
my hopes are like higher than Snoop Dogg high.
I think it's just because it's like the end of the year, and I have been saying for like the last, I don't even know how long at this point. It's been since like last year. I've been saying like 2019 is gonna be the year. And I think it's because we're at the end of 2019. We're literally in the last month of the year, and I'm like,
please happen.
And like I said, I haven't been that way up until like this particular cycle, until it was actually time to test. Earlier in the cycle, I was just like, oh, if it happens, it happens. And now I'm just like, oh my gosh, please Lord, just let it be so already. And y'all who've been here for a while know this is not my norm. I am normally not like super amped up and like, yes, for sure. But this cycle, it's just been like a different vibe, and I've just been so freaking hopeful. Like that's the only way I can describe it. You guys already know that I always remain kind of optimistic. I try to think in the absolute most positive way possible, but this cycle I'm just like not on edge, but I just want it. I want it so freaking bad, and that is the only way that I can really describe it. And I know some of you, and quite a lot of you actually, relate to just wanting something so bad that no one can gift you, that is not something you can go and buy. It's not something that you can obtain. It's something that for every month you try is either going to happen or not happen, and there's so much of it that's like completely out of your control. But I am going to go ahead and take a test. AF is expected to show in 2 days, so I figure now like is the perfect time for it to happen, if it's going to start to happen. Like I said, my temps did dip and they did go up and then they went back down again, so I'm hanging on to hope, but at the same time I don't know if my temps are going to go back up at this point. I'm hoping that they continue to trend up instead of doing the up and down in a downward trend, if that even makes sense. I'm sure for those of you who temp, that will make sense. But let's go ahead and get into the testing. The only symptom that I have had is being extremely tired, but I think that is more than likely a symptom of my current life situations right now, more so than any type of pregnancy symptom. So we are back to using the Pregmate, and I'm just gonna open this up, and here is the blank test so you guys can see. 1, 2, 3, and you already know. Is it processing? Yes, it's starting to go across, so I'm going to lay it down flat and cover it up for 5 minutes. Okay, and we wait. I am such like, I don't even know. It's not even until these particular moments that I'm feeling that little bit of like nervous jitter, so to speak. I was fine all day. I was fine all day yesterday. It's literally once I set the timer for me to wait to look at the test that I'm just like, please, dear Lord, let there be a second line on it. It also would just be such perfect timing. Jeremy's birthday has just passed. Christmas is coming up. We're about to step into a new year. Like everything about the timing would be absolutely just perfect. But we'll have to wait and see. So I will see you guys when the 5 minutes is up. All right, so of course, I'm gonna let you guys look at it first, and then I will look at it. Here we go. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and look. And I'm hoping that there's something on it, but I also have a gut-wrenching feeling that there's nothing on it. All right. And nope, it's negative. There is a weird smudge on it for sure, but it's not even in the spot that the test line is supposed to be. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a smudge on it, like right there. And the test line is definitely supposed to be like over farther than that, closer to the control line. But yeah, that is a negative for 12 DPO. This smudge is like right on the, I've never had this happen. This is weird though. This smudge is right where a line could be. I think I'm looking at the diagram on here and it's like, don't get me wrong, the test is negative, but do you guys see that now that I'm looking at it further? There's like a weird, there's dye catching right there. And as you guys know, I've been using Pregmates for a long time now, and I've never had one where dye is catching. I don't know if this is just like a weird dye run or what. Super weird though. But like I said, when I turn the test sideways, none of the dye is actually like sticking to the strip on either side. It's just, like I said, that little weird pink smudge that's on the actual strip. So I don't know. I'm thinking that this is negative and not my cycle, but I'm gonna go ahead and test tomorrow only because that was really weird and I've like never had that happen, and I'm thinking maybe if my HCG is just kind of low, that's why. I don't know. I could be just pulling at the straws at this point, but so fingers crossed that that means something for tomorrow's test. I'm also keeping my fingers crossed that my temp pops back up tomorrow morning, but we'll have to wait and see. So I will see you guys tomorrow at 13 DPO to take another test, the last test of this cycle either way. So whether it's positive or negative, tomorrow will be the very last test that I'm taking for cycle 13. Okay guys, so I am back and it is cycle day 27. What would be 13 DPO. I mean, it is, I guess, technically 13 DPO, but this morning I went to sync my Ovusense and my temps have dropped again. They are not back up, so that's 2 days in a row that they have dropped now. I also started spotting kind of early afternoon, and I'm sure by tomorrow I will have a full flow. So that is it for this cycle. This cycle was not a success. Our first round of Clomid was, as you can hear Jeremy laughing in the background. Our first cycle of Clomid was not a success though. I was really hopeful, as I kept telling you guys, that it just would go ahead and work on the first try, but it has not. So it looks like we're going to be revving up for round 2 in the next few days. For any of you who are out there who are going to say this, I'm just going to stop you right now. No, what I have is not implantation bleeding. It is definitely my oncoming cycle. I am officially out for the month. All of my tests have been negative, even though that one yesterday had some weird dye situation going on. Today I was definitely kind of like not in a funk, but I was definitely just like because I was so hopeful. I told you guys my hopes were really, 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 really high, and it was kind of a letdown to have to pack up this cycle and say, all right, now you gotta kind of move along and get ready to mentally go into the next one. I went out with Jeremy earlier. We did a little bit of shopping and we just kind of hung out today and got out of the house, which I think is very good for me. But it's also winter time and it's very dreary already, which kind of drags down my mood as it is. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to hop back on here and let you guys know what's up. 2019 apparently was just not my year for a successful pregnancy. It is like a very, I guess you could say, hard pill to swallow, and I don't know. 2019 is kind of just, I'm over it. I'm done with it. Like, it's left a little bit of a sour taste as far as fertility is concerned in my mouth. I'm still positive about my journey overall, but I really thought that this was going to be the year, you guys. I really, really felt like, okay, this is officially my year for this to all work out. I was really hoping to wrap up the year with a BFP. Like, I'm not even gonna front, I'm not even gonna pretend that I wasn't. I was super hopeful and kept saying, I think that's why I've been so chill like over these last couple months, because I've been in that mode of like, all right, well, as long as it happens before the year is out, I'm satisfied. Well, now the year is closing and it's definitely not gonna happen this month. It's looking like the next time I'm gonna ovulate is the same time I conceived my last pregnancy. So this is like a super weird and strange time for me right now in general, because last December I conceived, I had a miscarriage, and then 2 weeks later, like in the first day, I think it was the day after New Year's, I conceived again. And then obviously you guys all know that ended in a miscarriage around March. So it just has been like a long and tough year as far as fertility has been concerned. And I'm definitely ready to be over with it. I'm ready to start 2020 just fresh and clear and go into it with a renewed sense of hope and I won't really say different mentality, because I think my mentality has been pretty solid throughout this journey, especially in the last, I would say, 8 months. But I'm ready to go into 2020 with just a better outlook than I have had previously. And I know you guys are saying to yourself, like, girl, what you mean better outlook? What I really mean is getting rid of any little seed of doubt. I don't like that this cycle I had those little seeds of doubt, because there was that level of uncertainty and I wasn't really secure and sure in how the Clomid was all going to work out, or how my cycle was going, or how many follicles I had. I think just like positivity can be a very powerful thing, doubt can be just as powerful, and in a negative way. So stepping into this new cycle, I think I'm just going to really work on just not having any seeds of doubt, just letting go of all of that fear of any uncertainty and just releasing that and relinquishing that, because ultimately the Clomid is either going to work or it's not going to work. I don't have any control over whether or not it actually is going to work or not. So I think now that I've experienced a cycle on it and some of those uncertainties have cleared up, kind of like between how I was going to react to it as far as my symptoms were concerned and how my body was going to react to it, now I sort of know what to expect going into round 2. So I think that helps remove some of the anxiousness out of it to a certain extent. It doesn't remove all of it, but like I said, towards the middle to the end of this cycle, I did have that little small seed of doubt, and I don't think that it was very helpful for me at all. Obviously, I'm not pregnant, and I'm not saying that because you have doubts, that's not why you don't get pregnant, but I don't think it's helpful for my spirit is what I'm saying. So I'm definitely looking forward to just closing this chapter on this whole year. I don't want to throw it away because I've learned a lot in this year, and I've had some great and really happy moments in this year, and I've also had some really traumatic moments in this year. But I am ready to just go ahead and close this segment of the chapter of not having success and ready to open up my new chapter of success. That's really all for this video, guys. I know it was disappointing. I know some of you get so disappointed when I'm not pregnant yet another month, and I like appreciate you guys kind of just standing with me in solidarity, but I know that for me it's gonna be okay. Yeah, today I'm kind of a little bit more like mellow and kind of like,
man, bump this.
but at the same time, I know that, 2 days from now, my spirits is going to be lifted right back up. I'm going to be like, all right, let's crush this upcoming
Cycle 14. I'm about to go get it.
That's what type of hype I'm going to be on, like 2 days from now. And I know that's me. That's just my personality. I have a certain level of bounce back from just, I won't even say the negatives, just the fact that I'm not pregnant. And that's not me bragging or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, what you see here on camera, guys, is the real me. And negative energy goes nowhere. So at the end of the day, like I said, it's not me bragging or anything like that. It's not me even saying to someone else, oh, you need to be positive about the situation. This is just how I choose to operate within my own journey, because it's what feeds my spirit the best. It has nothing to do with anybody else. I'm not trying to tell anybody else how to go about their journey, where their emotions should be, etc. A lot of people ask me, they phrase it in such a negative way and say, why am I doing this to myself, or why do I keep doing this to myself? I started this channel as an outlet for my fertility journey. I started this channel so that I could connect with other women who were going through the same thing that I was, or not exactly the same thing, but similar struggles that I was going through at the time. And what I got in return was a lot of support from what women are commenting and what you guys are commenting and telling me. I am helping you guys along in your journey just to feel more uplifted and have a more positive outlook on things. Although I've always said that this channel is about positive vibes only, it's never been really like my ultimate goal was not to make other women feel like they need to be positive about their journey, but I'm certainly very happy that I have inspired some of you guys to be more positive and more optimistic about your fertility. And I say that in the most like humbling way that I possibly can, because that was never an expectation of mine. So ladies, if you also did not get your BFP in 2019, if you are not pregnant again yet, or even for your first time, I'm still with you all. I'm still with you all on this journey. And while I wish that I had transitioned to my pregnancy journey already, we are just going to keep this fertility train rolling. It's not going to stop here, and I'm determined. And we are definitely, yes, I'm speaking it to in existence right now. I am currently working on just continuously manifesting it. We are going to get a rainbow baby or babies. It's only a matter of time, and I truly and faithfully believe that it is going to happen. So with that being said, I am sending you guys all positive vibes, lots and lots and lots of love, good energy, golden sticky baby dust. And if you need a hug, I'm sending you a virtual hug right now. If you're getting negatives, I'm sending you a virtual hug right now. If you have just unfortunately gone through a miscarriage, which I know some of you told me that you have, I am genuinely so sorry for your loss, and I'm also sending you just a warm embrace. I want you guys to know that we are going to get through this, sisters. We are going to make it on to the other side. We will heal from these traumatic events, and we will get our blessings in the end. So I want you all to stay encouraged. Thank you all so much for encouraging me. I hope you all are having a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.